I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for this Monday, January the 5th, 2025. Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department crews responded swiftly to a residential blaze on Oak Haven Drive Sunday morning, just before 8 a.m. Smoke and flames were seen coming from the attic of the home located off Jones Boulevard near Trinity United Methodist Church. Firefighters brought the fire under control quickly, and fortunately all residents and their pets had evacuated safely prior to their arrival. No injuries were reported. The American Red Cross has stepped in to assist the displaced family as cleanup and recovery efforts begin. Meanwhile, a statewide change from the Tennessee Department of Agriculture, or TDA, could impact many across Rutherford County, especially those involved in farming and pesticide application. Starting on Monday, private pesticide applicators will renew their certifications through continuing education units, or CEUs, rather than traditional testing. Certifications for private applicators currently expire on June 30th. However, those who've already earned 3 CEUs for this cycle will receive renewed certification cards automatically this month, valid through June of 2029. The TDA encourages applicators in Rutherford County and surrounding areas not to delay, as those who fail to meet the CEU requirements must retest. Local applicators can verify their status and access training opportunities via the department's website. Questions can be directed to Chad Hayes, Private Applicator Program Manager. TDA also plans to unveil commercial certification timelines and digital card options later this month through the MyTN mobile app. A major international operation led by the U.S. military has captured Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, who were flown out of the country overnight and into New York. The couple, accused in a Justice Department indictment of participating in narco-terrorism conspiracy, were transported aboard a U.S. warship and are now in federal custody. President Donald Trump announced that the U.S. would oversee Venezuelan governance until a democratic transition is established, and plans to tap into Venezuelan oil reserves for global distribution. Tennessee lawmakers, including U.S. Senators Marsha Blackburn and Bill Hagerty, along with Congressmen David Kustoff, Chuck Fleischmann, and Tim Burchett, praised the operation. Each echoed support for President Trump's decisive leadership and the military precise execution, with repeated calls for Maduro to face justice. However, Congressman Steve Cohen raised constitutional concerns about the lack of congestional authorization, emphasizing the need for a clear path forward to avoid regional instability. In a separate development with major implications for Tennesseans, the Trump administration has issued a mandate requiring all states, including Tennessee, to lower their Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program error rates to below 6% by fiscal year 2028, or risk losing federal funding. Tennessee's current error rate stands at 9.5%. If the goal isn't met, the state may need to cover up to 15% of SNAP costs, potentially impacting tens of thousands across Rutherford County and surrounding areas who rely on the program for food assistance. A new Tennessee law now requires legal permanent residents who are not U.S. citizens to carry a distinct driver's license or state ID, marked to indicate their immigration status. The law, effective on January the 1st, aims to prevent non-citizens from registering or attempting to vote. House Majority Leader William Lamberth explained the marking would be subtle, likely a small symbol similar to existing license restrictions. However, critics argue that the change could invite discrimination. Immigration attorney Renata Castro raised concerns about access to services and potential profiling. Castro compared the mark to a scarlet letter that could lead to unjust treatment, even in everyday interactions. State Representative Afton Ben echoed that sentiment, warning that the law might revive discriminatory practices. Supporters of the legislation continue to argue that it's a safeguard against voter fraud, though opponents maintain the measure overreaches its intent. Meanwhile, distracted driving remains a serious hazard on Tennessee roads, including in Rutherford County. According to state data, a distracted driving-related crash occurred nearly every 43 minutes from 2024 until 2025. Franklin police officer Kevin Spry emphasized the dangers of even holding a phone while driving, urging drivers to prioritize safety. Statistics show that distracted driving crashes cost Tennessee over $277 million annually. Men aged 20 to 34 were the most common offenders, though drivers of all ages are affected. Officials recommend setting up devices before driving and enabling Do Not Disturb mode to help prevent future tragedies. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, be sure to check out our website, WGNSradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook, as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to leave a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes, a comment on YouTube, or share it with a friend. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.